We're continuing our efforts here to tidy up all the loose ends of this trussed floor system. Now that includes the band boards and some actual walls that are around the staircase. Right now, Jason just got done building this little extension of a wall. We had to rip down some 2x6s to 2 3/4 of an inch wide to make a wall that is actually piggybacking right on the side of the truss. You can see right there that the truss didn't line up with the inside edge of the staircase wall, and so we're just adding a little filler wall. We had our trusses designed so that they had a 9-inch part of the truss that sits on top of this concrete wall. And that's great because it represents basically the thickness of a traditional floor system made of 2x10s, and that was the goal. And so right now I'm gonna install one of these. I'm gonna put in some little backer pieces that are just scraps of 2x4s that give me a really solid place to anchor this thing to without having to chase it back and forth across my chalk line, which can be really difficult actually. And this is just a really good way to make things easy. That's it.
Yeah.
We had a pretty significant bow in this board, and so it's up about 1 inch on this end. Check this out. In order to get that down, we're just gonna use our simple Stolzfuss move, we call it, where we have a screw to pry against. I'm gonna push it down with my hammer and some leverage, and you should actually maybe do a toe screw, and so that we have a little bit more extra draw built into this than just screwing it straight in. Okay, go ahead. Oh yeah, it went down and over. I'm gonna hold, why don't you go and do another one just because it's got a lot of pressure on it. We'll get another one in there. Now that this band board is in place, you can really see the usefulness of adding these scrap blocks across the back of it on my chalk line. The band is out about 1/4 of an inch right now, and instead of chasing it around to get it right where I want it, I'm just gonna stick a screw straight in and hit it home all the way. Now it's perfectly in line, no fuss. If I didn't mention it before, we are having some serious struggles getting all the band boards and the edges of this floor system put together for some reasons, and I'll tell you what it is. Well, we're combining a truss system and some conventional framing together. That's one thing that makes it a little bit complicated, but it was all planned to be this way, and it's working out okay. But the biggest struggle here is that the length of the trusses didn't work out everywhere, where we had a tight measurement on both ends, and the end of the truss needed to be exactly in the right place on both sides of the house at the same time. So because of that, some of the trusses are too long, some are too short, some are sticking out, and some we're having to add on to. It's just making each board of the band board system to put in painfully slow. Another thing we're doing in preparation for putting our subfloor down is to put in blocking in the sides of the trusses where we're gonna have deck bands that bolt on to the outside of the house. In an effort to give us a solid blocking all the way around the edge, or a solid band in the floor system so that our deck band can attach, we're gonna go ahead and install this blocking now. And it's really not that fun, but we're putting a continuous solid amount of blocking, completely filling every space, basically.
Back at the job this morning, got a fresh buzz cut, and I see that there was nobody here to tell Jamie no. There is blocking insane all the way around. Did none of you guys think to just cut them off?
Dude, we were just like, whatever you want, man.
Okay.
It was hot. By the end of the day, they couldn't think at all. And so I took advantage of that. I mean, I think what you're saying is you love it. I mean, if that's...
it's great because I didn't have to do it.
You didn't quite get to that part yet, but yeah. I think that's where it was going.
I'm going to go see what else happened around here. Jamie's sporting some of our merch today, but that thing looks a little snug on you. Is that your kids?
Well, as sad as it might be, it actually might be. I took my 2 boys down to BCO because they were dying to get some Perkins Builder-Brother merch, and I got them some hats and some shirts. Oh, this is the wrong hat.
Yeah, I've got your straw hat.
Okay, where is it? Seriously,
It's in
somebody
my garage.
take my hat?
No, it's
Oh, it's in your garage. Well,
Somebody put it in my car.
Oh man, it's getting worse. Okay, well, anyway, I got dressed this morning. I was in a hurry, and then I was like, man, this feels a little snug
It's
here.
definitely a size small.
I think this is a kid's shirt. So anyway.
So as you probably saw in this video earlier or in a previous video, Jamie and the guys got these outside bands put on. They're just 2x10s. He did not rip them, he said, and so they may be flush with the top of these just by chance, or they may not. I'm gonna find out right now with a big stick, and I'm gonna get up here with a planer if they're high, which that is a little high. You can see that bumping. So I'm gonna check around a bunch of places with the stick as a straight edge, and then take the planer, knock off any high spots. We can't do much about low spots, unfortunately, but I think it's all gonna be a fuzz high like that. There's one spot that's good. All right, good. Blades are super dull for some reason. Probably I hit a bunch of nails.
Because it's yours and you've never sharpened it.
But Jamie's gonna fix them up.
Hey, something cool about these blades you may not know. See that tiny little copper colored layer?
Yep.
So the back is kind of a softer steel, and only the cutting edge portion of it is a harder steel. Did you know that? It's
I
like-
did not.
It's laminated.
Huh.
It's pretty cool. That makes it easier to sharpen, so it's not a waste of all that hard material that you're just grinding off. It actually sharpens faster.
For this particular planer, this cordless DeWalt, you need a special jig to reset the keeper depth on the blade to reinstall the blade. It's this plastic piece right here.
Yes.
And what'd you call it?
I call it a gauge.
Yeah.
You know, to reset the total distance from where it inserts into the head to the actual cutting edge. Because as you grind it, you take away material, the blade got shorter.
Yep.
And this accounts for that, and it can expand out on these slots until you got nothing left of your blade.
Yeah.
And I've done that many times. You'd be surprised how much material you consume when you use one of these a lot, actually.
Yep. So make sure to keep that. If you get a planer and you don't know what it is, you might need it later.
You better. And I hate to do it on site here, but we need this thing now. And I don't have time to drive home and be gone an hour. How's that thing cutting now?
Way better.
Is that right? Sounds good.
Till I just hit this truss plate.
Don't do that. It was making a sound that I like.
No, I just kidding. I didn't hit a truss plate yet,
Oh.
but I'm going to. So I've planed like 3 or 4 passes here. Let's check it out, see where we're at. And it's still just a fuzz high, and I may take a little more, which may seem crazy to do all of this work, but our dad, when we were building with him, always taught us, like, on every level, like every stage of the house, do everything you can to make it level and square. Then by the time you get to the top, you might have a chance of it being close. But if you don't give a crap, like at all the intermediate stages, you will be way off by the top. So that's just the way we do it. I believe this is the last bit of our blocking for the deck bands. You can see there's none right there because there's no deck. And as we go around the corner, there's no deck down that way. So that should be it.
That should be it right there, I think.
I'm already on it.
Man, that's good to have you back here.
So can we actually do some sheathing now?
I don't know. I'm thinking about doing something else.
We've got our Tetra Grip nail gun rigged up, and it shoots these crazy spiraled and glued nails that are almost like screws. And as you can imagine, it takes a ton of force to get those through the sheathing and then into some yellow pine. So for that reason, we run as much air hose as possible, just for the volume of air to be more to power that gun. That's why there's like 200 feet of this stuff coiled out. It's gonna be real fun.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited we're actually using an air nailer right now. I don't get pumped about a lot, but pneumatics.
Look, Jono's already tangled up in this.
A man likes a lot of hose, you know what I'm saying?
Today's video is brought to you by Fantic, and if you remember back in last April, I recommended their E1 Max electric screwdriver. And actually, I still carry it in my truck everywhere I go with me. It's awesome. Its design features 50 bits and multiple tools in one, and I was really impressed. It won the 2024 Red Dot Award and the 2023 IF Design Award. It's perfect for repairing and assembling electronics, and it's one of the best-selling electric screwdrivers on Amazon today. But today I'm introducing Fantic's newest screwdriver, the S1 Capsule. This innovative screwdriver is designed just like a capsule. Remove the magnetic cover and you'll find the 5 most commonly used double-sided bits inside with a USB-C charging port at the bottom. That's it. It's incredibly compact, standing at just 150 millimeters tall, and it can fit perfectly in your pocket. And despite its small size, the S1 capsule packs a punch with a maximum speed of 320 RPM and a maximum torque of 5 Newton meters. It even comes with an LED light. It's really great for furniture assembly. It comes with some of those hex bits that you always have to fiddle with when you get furniture, like in a flat pack box, and this will speed up the process a lot. One little hidden feature is that the cap is magnetic. You can stick it to any piece of steel while you're working, even a vertical piece of steel. Keep it handy. Now, I wouldn't use this for heavy construction or mechanicking on my truck, but for little tasks around the house where you need a bunch of different bits and you need a little bit of power, this thing is awesome. It's made of metal, very robust. And if you want to do more electronic stuff, the E1 Max is awesome. Right now, Fantic is running a back-to-school sale. Just click the link in our video description below the video and use our discount code PBBS1CAP, that's up here on the screen, and you'll get a total of 52% off, making the price only $23.99. Or use code PBBE1MAX to get a 40% discount on the E1 Max, bringing the price to only $41.62. And this is their lowest price ever in history, even Prime Day. Thank you so much, Fantic, for sponsoring our video. Make sure to check out those links and all the other stuff they have for sale on their website, and let's get back to work. I made a mistake here and nailed this piece of sheathing down to our edge joist without sighting that it was straight, and it is bowed out right there, of course. So Jason's gonna try to pull some of these Tetra Grip nails with a cat's paw. I think it's gonna be impossible. We'll see. Jason's got a cut loose here. He's gonna pry this truss in a little bit, and let me get my eyes on it actually. This is what I usually do. I just sight down. Yeah, pull it more and then shoot it in the middle and then let it out a little. All right, shoot it in the middle. Yep. Now let it back out a little. Yeah, shoot the end right there. Nice.
Better be good. That's a brand new saw, so it should be nice and sharp. Wow.
That's not bad.
Nice cut. I was thinking chop saw maybe.
We do want to give the makers of the X Factor a huge shout out. It's Huber, and they upgraded us to the X Factor, which has this gold overlay, which does a lot of things for us. We can mark on it really easy. It just stays brand new looking for the entire build, which is awesome. So thank you guys, and they're one of our brand partners. They also make the zip system. Make sure to check them out.
I just think it's really cool looking. That's what I like about it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying this stuff, not you. So listen to this. There's something with the truss or something below here.
Oh.
Hear it? So can you go down below and figure out what it is?
Holy moly.
Yeah.
I do hear it. Okay. Did you find it? Yeah, I can feel it right here. Oh yeah. All right. It's a nail. Squeaking up and down. So we need to put some bigger fasteners in here, some screws. One screw is all it took to draw that down and make it to where it can't ride up and down. And really the nails that were put in here, the heads are buried in there pretty deep. I think there's just not enough surface on the head of the nail to hold it down tight. All right, I'm gonna do this one too. It was not necessarily squeaking. And there is a screw in that one, but that's probably why it's not squeaking. But I like putting these flat-headed screws, and that sucked it down. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Moved about a 1/16 of an inch. All right.
Our glue gun does have adjustment on the flow with this little knob. And right now they got it dialed into about 4,000%. I just did it and it was like, so
Like a fire hose.
yeah, I would dial that down a little. Yeah, there you go. So my pro tip is not to touch the tip of the nozzle. See how Ray's keeping up about 1 inch? That way it doesn't want to spray out the sides, you know?
Yeah.
Just lays nice and flat. Oh yeah. Welcome aboard, matey.
Oh,
All right, Captain. Welcome
don't-
on deck.
Don't get used to it. I got a lot of
up.
work to do. Not here. Over there. Okay. Somewhere. All right. I'm working on the stairs, right? I'm trying to crunch the numbers and fit. Wow, dude. Look at your do.
What?
I don't know.
I never seen
He
you
got
do.
so squirreled, he just stopped talking.
I've never seen your dude do that.
I mean, I'm a man of a lot of hats, you know what I mean?
I guess. Okay, right. What was I saying? Okay. I'm trying to figure out the stairs. I thought we were going to build winder stairs to consume the platform and turn it into winders, but there's complications with that.
Yo, does Carter know you took his shirt this morning?
What the plan has drawn is 7 steps up, a big platform, 7 steps up. That's a total of 16 risers. And in order to keep a 7-inch rise, which I would like is a comfortable, easy step, it would take 20 risers. That's adding 4.
So we need some winders.
I would have to add 4, but the winders, like I said, is totally going to be a real problem because
Headroom.
there's no, it's not headroom. There's no center dividing wall. It's like they're edge to edge, like going up and going up again. They're like tight together.
So on the
in
drawing, there's no.
Not really. And I don't know
Is
how
there
the
room for one?
I don't know how the handrail is going to work or anything like that. With that, I don't know. It's, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
I know. I hope you can understand what I'm saying. Probably not. Okay. You ever been to a big hotel and they've got a big stairway? You decide you want to be fit and take the elevator, not take the elevator.
Any building with stairs doesn't have to be a hotel.
Okay. All right, you're going to walk up and you'll look over and you'll notice you can see all the way down to the bottom because there's a space between the stairs going up and then turning around and going up again. You can usually see down in there like this wide, and that's because they need that space for all the stuff to exist, like the handrails and the transitions between stairs and landings and things like that. Well, we need the same space. I could go on.
While we're at lunch, Brock came by, the homeowner, and he, no joke, told me and looked me straight in the eye. He said, "You know, we're doing a winder escalator in here, right?" And I was like, I didn't know he was messing with us. I was like, I never even heard of a winder escalator. I was like trying to look like an idiot. But then he's like, "Nah, I'm just screwing with you."
I wouldn't put it past him.
I know. I thought you said winders were out. You're still drawing winders. What are you doing?
I just feel like I got to give them options, you know?
Wow.
There's trade-offs.
Okay. We just had our first glue spill. We do have this plastic getting run under us, but either we got ahead or they got ahead. So they're going to tubbo towel it. We'll see if it works.
It's because you got 25 pieces of plastic in there and you guys are in every spot.
Tubbo towel to the rescue.
Yo, put some elbow grease on there.
Rub it, rub it.
Bowman that.
Foam it up. You guys going to shave your heads tonight?
I'm telling you, you got me inspired.
Yeah. I actually went outside in my boxer shorts, like in the yard with a cordless shaver and just did it. And then came back in and Sarah was like staring at me. She's like, "What? Got the hair all over my shoulders and everything."
It was the hair she was looking at.
Yeah, it was at night too. So literally just did it blind. Ooh. So yeah, we're like 2 inches shy. We'll have to put a little strip there under the wall.
Little tappy left, little tappy right. All right, now a little baby tap, baby. There you go. All right, we're good.
Now that we're over here on this section, this first space is not a 19.2 layout because the 19.2 starts there and this edge just happened to fall off. So we're having to cut each starter board to a certain width to break center on these. Jamie's got a pro tip about doing that.
That's right. Well, I was trying to teach Max, which end of the sheet do you cut off? Well, it depends on where it's going. And the idea is that you keep all the factory ends butted together because they're laid out. They have marks on them, and that's one of the great things about the Advantech subfloor we're using is it has all your layout marks for 16, 24, and 19.2 centers, which we're using the 19.2s. Okay, so you don't want to have a cut edge thrown into the middle of the field because then your layout is thrown off, and then you got to measure and draw them on there.
All right, let's put it all together. This piece, cut the left edge off.
Yes.
Let the right edge be the factory edge with the layout going back that way, and then going that way.
See, the cut man down on the ground isn't necessarily able to view this thing that we're doing right here, so he has to use his imagination. It gets even harder on roofs, really, when you get angles involved with valleys and other things like that.
Yeah, and you're just like yelling numbers, and the guy can't see anything except for a wall.
You almost need like some kind of like mind connection with the person you're yelling at.
Walkie-talkies.
Yeah, or you can just talk to him or draw him a picture.
We do that a lot.
Yeah, it helps. I mean, even you know, we've been doing this a long time. You draw a little sketch of it and write the numbers on it and throw it down there.
Our next panel down the hallway here is going to go over top of the joist hangers, which are like strapping over top of the joist, and they stick up. We thought about maybe recessing those down, but decided it would be easier to just scarf out a little bit of the back of our sheathing here, like we just did, and hopefully that'll let it lay flat on the girder and be flush with the rest of our sheathing. And I'm not sure, but I think Jamie's grinding part of his planer off so it'll go deeper without hitting the drive belt and stuff.
Well, I just noticed yours cuts deeper than mine.
Well,
and I got jealous. And I thought,
destroyed yours.
Well, if I just kind of grind the side of mine away, then it'll be just like yours. Oh my gosh.
Right? Yeah, good luck on any warranty claim on that thing.
I think it'll work.
Good day. Remember to give your kid their shirt back.
They might need that. Thanks for the tip.